One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kansas State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So the UCF Knights offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. That's reeled in. It's Burke. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
And guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well. They've got some dudes who they feel are very, very talented, but weren't always playing to their potential. Last year, David, it's got to start in Game 1 in conference play this season.
No doubt. We got to set the tone early, send a message early. We're not that team from a year ago. Like, that was a bad season. That was a down season. We're going to turn this around. Got to get that momentum created Game 1 if you want this season to be successful.
Slithers into space.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Pocket breaking down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Breaks the tackle. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing yardage on those last 2 runs, you know they've got to throw it here on 3rd and 15. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run it from the gun. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught near the sticks, it's Thomas. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They make a stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
RPO. Throw to the right, looking for the first. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Quickly out to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The give from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. It's complete to the left. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'll send out the kicker here. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Oakley. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Johnson looking to throw. Fires it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. Runs through a tackle. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they get so much.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Field goal is good. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. The Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Johnson wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bradley. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Oakley. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Johnson looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 1st and 10 for the offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. He breaks a tackle. The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon. Open space at the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! He'll try to tack on one more.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Breaks into the open. The 50. At the 30. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the 1st down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll line up for a second down play. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Brown will throw it. Unleashes one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Going for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for...
Give him 6. Touchdown, UCF!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Got enough for the first. Lots of room to run. He's at the touchdown, Kansas State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the field.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll try to power it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass.
Touchdown, Knights! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Runs through the tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Find some fresh air. Oh, a lot of space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He's
turning it on. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to bully their way in. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Brown will throw it. He's got an open man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bringing the heat.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Got a man. It's Burke. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here on 3rd down. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Brown wants to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
He's going to take off. How to the right. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bradley. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after it.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. With the catch, it's Burke. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Sets up the screen. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Burke. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The power cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that 1st down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a 1st down.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. On the ground, it's Edwards. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Johnson looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Hold on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Kansas State will have to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Brown will throw it. Finds his man. It's Burke. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The run from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
On the run, it's Nixon. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Fires to the big fella. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Johnson wants to throw it. Rushes on him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kansas City, 24.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kansas State pushing the pace. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Oakland. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football